Okay, this is a video on how to draw maximum, minimum lines and lines of best fit in Excel. We should begin with some data, and I've just made up some data here. It's not real, but it gives you an idea of what sort of things we can do. So this might be a current versus voltage bit of data. So the first thing we've got to do is insert a chart. So we highlight the cells and insert a chart. We want a marked scatter. There we go. We don't want these titles here and legends. We basically just want a graph like this. Now let's format it. Probably the best thing to do to begin with is to move the chart to a new sheet. There we go. And we can format this. A couple of things we can do. If we go to chart layout, we can get some more grid lines, some major and minor grid lines, just instead of just the major ones. And we do that for the horizontal axis as well. We want to set up some axes titles, horizontal axis title below, and I think we had that as current. So we just type that in. And we want one for an axis title rotated vertical axis title for voltage. This could be any independent variable. Voltage V, in your brackets, no, comma V. And we're almost there. We now want to sort of format our points. And over here is the current selection, and we want to select series V, which are these points. And we want to format those points. Excel kind of puts them as diamonds. We really want our marker style to be a circle. Probably want it to be small enough at 4 point. We want a black line, and we want a black fill. I think it's also got a shadow, so we'll tick and untick that. We don't want shadows. So there are our points. And what we want to do now is see what sort of trend line it's got, and this is pretty clear that it's a power trend line. It's not really exponential or any of these. If we go to trend line options, let's do that again. I want a trend line options, and I want my options to be type. I want a power graph. There we go. So I've got my trend line, and I can see that it's a power graph. What's missing now? The only thing missing, I suppose, I forgot when I was doing series V to put in some error bars. So I'll do that. Here are the error bars. We only want Y error bars, and we want a cap. And in this case, my error is 1 volt. There we go. So we've got error bars, and that's pretty much a completed graph for to discover our relationship, our qualitative relationship between voltage and current. Clearly we need to linearize this data. So we'll go back to the sheet, and when we linearize the data, we'll cut and paste this. There we go. This cell is now going to be 1 over, so put an equals, 1 divided by the previous cell. Fill that down, whoops. Fill that down, and we've got 1 over for each of them, and then we just make a new chart. Insert, no, we don't want to go there. Chart, marked scatter, move that to a new sheet. And I can see there is some strange data going on, so I go back in the sheet, and this should really be a 3 and a 2. Better fix that. Go back to my second chart. There it is. What did we do before? We fixed the grid lines. We will select the error bars, we can do that. What did we say? It was going to be an error bar of 1. Marker fill, black, marker line, black, marker style, circle, width size 4. And that looks okay. Don't want this. Don't want that. Want some titles. Axis titles. That was voltage. And we have current as well. But this is 1 over current. Don't forget that. 1 divided by I. And now we want max min lines. So what we do is we go insert, picture, shape, line. Let's draw a line. This is my max gradient. Don't like that line, so I'll change it to black. And the weight is too big, so I'll make it 1 point. I don't want a shadow. That's pretty good. But I want this as dashed. There we go. Command C, Command V to get another line. That's my minimum. And I want one more. I want this to be my line of best fit, but I don't want it dashed. Go through the origin. There we go. That's pretty good. I'll just get rid of this. That's not bad, like that. And I'm pretty much done. I don't like this shadow on these points, so I'll format that, get rid of the shadow, and that is pretty much the graph I need. And I can save and cut and paste that into Word if I need it later.